Warning: the following video contains strong language that may be offensive to some viewers and/or inappropriate for children. The content within this video is intended for mature audiences only.
Did you hear about what happened? Crazy.
True crime. We online.
Come check us out.
Tune in. It's about to go down.
So we at
True crime. True crime. Based on real life events. Every story has two sides.
telling the truth, who telling them lies?
Them on me, anybody with eyes, they can see that this the truth that I am speaking. Blood leaking, what's the reason? No remorse for the family. Where's the justice? We need peace. Another plot twist this deep. Got me on the edge of my
I wonder what's gonna happen next.
Welcome, dear listeners, to another episode of Murder and Cocktails, where true crime meets mixology. I'm your host, Nicole Mitchell-Colley, and I'm here with my fabulous co-host, Lachelle Walker. Amber is off today.
Hi, y'all. Yeah.
Today we're going to delve
Okay.
into the captivating and tragic story of Dionne Baugh. Her life took a dark turn amid the glitz and glamour of Atlanta, Georgia. Dionne, a striking native of Jamaica, had built a promising life for herself in Atlanta. She had a stable job and was in a relationship with Lance Herndon, a successful and influential businessman. However, the relationship was far from perfect, as Lance was known to be a ladies' man. Tensions escalated when Dionne caught Lance with another woman, leading to a series of turbulent events that would ultimately end in tragedy. Before we begin, we want to remind everyone that this episode discusses graphic content and may not be suitable for all audiences. Grab your favorite libation and let's raise a glass to a murderously good time. But first, we have some true crime news.
Today we bring you a tragic story from Illinois that has sparked outrage and calls for justice. On July 6, Sangamon County Deputy Sean Grayson responded to a call about a possible prowler at the home of 36-year-old Sonia Massey. The encounter ended with Grayson being charged with first-degree murder. Deputy Grayson and his partner arrived at Massey's home around 1 a.m., finding a broken-into car and a distressed Massey. Inside her home, a dispute over a pot of hot water escalated. Grayson threatened to shoot Massey, who then threw the hot water, prompting Grayson to fire 3 shots, hitting her once in the face. Grayson did not provide aid after the shooting and discouraged his partner from doing so. His partner, however, did assist until medical help arrived. Grayson had been indicted for first-degree murder and other crimes. He pleaded not guilty and was denied bail, remaining in custody. Sangamon County Sheriff Jack Campbell fired Grayson, stating his actions were not in line with training or department standards. Ben Crump, the lawyer for Macy's family, called the charges a step towards justice, and Illinois Governor J.B. Pritzker condemned the incident, emphasizing that Massey, unarmed and innocent, was felled by those meant to protect her. As the community awaits Grayson's next court date on August 26, the pain and outrage continues. We will keep you updated on this case. Let's remember Sonia Massey and hope for justice in her name. If you have any thoughts or comments on today's story, please reach out to us on social media or through our website. Don't forget to subscribe and leave a review. Back to you, Nicole.
Lord. It's been a lot of police-related or involved shootings lately, especially here in the Metro Detroit area, because officers are not correctly trained on how to just de-escalate a mental crisis. In result, people who clearly need help are getting shot and killed. And I honestly think in this incident, maybe she was having a mental health crisis, or maybe she was on drugs. I think that 3 shots was a little much. I mean, he could have shot her in the leg.
Absolutely.
But I understand that she stooped down. So maybe that's what caused her to get shot in the face, but I doubt it. 3 shots was a little excessive. And then the fact that you didn't want your partner to render aid, that's a red flag to me in itself.
Mental health is serious, and I don't believe that. I hate to say this. No, I don't. The officers don't believe in it. Like, goodness.
I mean, there's also the thing where, we as a people, unfortunately, do not take mental health seriously. I mean, growing up is, oh, you are right, or, such and such is a little touched, stuff like that. But I've never really seen, like, anybody I know, until recently, go to therapy. Like, we've been brought up to make it look, seem like going to therapy is a bad thing because our elders don't want us telling them people, and we know who them people are.
Them 3-letter people. Yes, you're supposed to go to church. But not even say too much in church either.
Yeah.
You're supposed to just send it up to the sky,
Send it to God.
That's it. Like, and I mean, I love therapy, honestly. And if my therapist is listening, I know she's very proud of me because, I was a weekly patient and I graduated. So go me.
You graduated. Look at you. Yeah,
I
go to
did.
therapy.
I love therapy. I'll never stop going.
I mean, sometimes, there's nothing to talk about.
No.
But
sometimes we just look at each other for an hour,
Yeah, that's okay.
And I'd be like, why you cut your hair like that,
We judgmental therapists.
I do, and then sometimes I'm just like, since, I really I don't have nothing going on, nothing's like, happening in life. Can we just make this can this session be over and you call it done? And then she's like, oh, well, here's some homework. I'm like, nah.
I give homework, but not all the time.
We don't want that.
It all depends on what I'm treating you for. Sometimes y'all need it. Yeah. Yeah, don't shake your head, though. Yeah. I mean, I have a client right now. Like, one of her assignments is to write an affirmation daily. And I provide her a spreadsheet. And I check it daily to see if she's doing it and see what she's writing. She's come up with some really good affirmations.
That's too close to college for me.
It's okay, because you know what? It helps her deal with her imposter syndrome.
I do love that. I love that for, people who like doing the work. Which pause. We're going to remove that part. Some officers need to be retrained on de-escalating situations when it comes to people who, you can clearly see are having a mental episode.
Oh yeah, for sure. I mean, the city of Detroit has actually trained several officers, and I think they even have social workers on call and therapists on call.
Wow.
So I think they're going in the right direction because like I said, lately this has been a thing where someone's having an episode and they end up getting carried out in a body bag, and then Ben Crump is making money. And then we have these personal injury lawyers here. They making money too.
Are we in the wrong field? Well, I mean, you're in the right field.
I don't know. According to articles, Michigan has a shortage in mental health professionals. So I think I am where I need to be.
Praise him. Praise the therapy gods.
Hey, I can only do so much, though. I can only do so much.
That 24/7 hotline. Nicole's she really does have a 24/7 hotline. I don't know if it's real, but I mean I use it.
988 988. You have my personal number, but everybody else can call 988.
What's that?
That's kind of like the mental crisis hotline. But if you dial 988 and then you press like extension 1, it's for veterans.
It's for the U.S.
Yeah.
Well, girl, you just learned me something, and everybody else too. Look at that.
They
See?
changed the number. It used to be something else, and then they just changed it to 988. And then veterans have to dial 1. Yeah.
Oh wow.
It's a cool number. I've had to call it before. Because Michael was about to end up on Snap. Because he had all these hoes in his phone, and he's a married man, because he was for the streets anyway, so it is what it is. Word on the street is he got remarried. I hope she's happy with that.
I hope she's checking his phone.
Nah, I hope she's getting STD tests.
All that. Look at me. I don't condone checking people's phone. That's extra to me. I mean, that's why, I was in weekly therapy. 'Cause I was minding business that, I was very obsessive. No kidding.
Okay. We begin our journey into this case with Dionne's early life in Jamaica. Yeah, man. One of my favorite islands, I promise you. Growing up in Kingston, Dionne was known for her beauty and intelligence. She married Sean Nelson, an Air Jamaica pilot, and they had a daughter together. Despite the seemingly stable family life, Dionne yearned for more. Her ambitions led her to Atlanta, where she hoped to create a new and prosperous life. In the 1990s, Dionne moved to Atlanta, determined to start anew after her recent divorce. She quickly adapted to her new environment, securing a well-paying job as an executive secretary at MARTA and enrolling in finance courses at Georgia State University. Her charisma and determination did not go unnoticed, catching the eye of many, including Lance Herndon. Lance Herndon, a successful entrepreneur in the booming tech industry, epitomized Atlanta's spirit during its golden era. He was a prominent figure in Atlanta's high society, mingling with the city's elite and even being recognized by the Clinton administration as a rising entrepreneurial star. Despite his success, Lance had a reputation as a ladies' man. Their relationship began at Lance's lavish 41st birthday party, which Dionne managed to attend through her connections at the Metropolitan Atlanta Rapid Transit Authority. The chemistry between them was instant, and Lance was captivated by Dionne's charm and ambition. He began to lavish her with expensive gifts, including a shiny new Mercedes, and introduced her to a world of luxury and privilege. However, their relationship was far from perfect. Lance's reputation as a ladies' man soon caused friction. Dionne's jealousy grew, leading to public altercations and even an arrest for her causing a scene outside Lance's home after she caught him with another woman. Despite these red flags, the relationship continued, with both parties seemingly unable to let go of the allure and benefits it provided. The turning point came on the night of August 8, 1996. According to Dionne, Lance had visited her home to loan her his laptop. However, this alibi conflicted with phone records and witness accounts that placed Lance at his own home. On the morning of August 9th, Lance's mother discovered his body in his bed. He had been bludgeoned to death, and the scene suggested a crime of passion rather than premeditated murder.
Well, okay, so I think you watched the 2 documents. It wasn't a document. The 2 series?
Yeah, I watched it.
Yeah.
So he had already been married and divorced and already had a child.
He was doing a lot.
Yeah. He was doing a lot and a lot of people.
It's just
But I mean, he was a good-looking guy.
and he had shmoney.
Shmoney.
You wish money. Like, he
Get the bag.
apologized with gifts. Not that,
Girl, boo. Yeah, okay, I'll take these gifts.
Yeah, that's for you girlies that, accept that. I'm gonna accept it, but I mean that's not sorry. That's not how you
No,
apologize.
it's definitely not sorry. And I learned that very quickly with Michael. When Michael messed up, I got expensive stuff.
Ooh.
That's why it's so hard for me to accept flowers now, because the first thing I want to ask my husband is, "What did you do?"
Ooh.
And I got a nice, pretty red bouquet today.
Aww.
I love it. I love it. I spoiled. He
I
did
gotta
good.
send you a picture of mine.
Oh, he got you flowers.
I can't get close to them because I'm allergic.
Damn.
I like to look at them from afar though.
I think we need to like be in a bubble.
Maybe
Fucking allergic to everything.
I know all the pretty things, but I love flowers. Now we gotta get them something.
Me and Bobby be over here sharing my allergy medicine. He was like, "Boo, where your allergy pills at?" I'm like, "Upstairs." Why? He's like, "Cause, man." It's like, oh, come on.
That reminds me of what Jordan did the other day. Jordan grabbed my rescue inhaler. She was like, she's like, "Oh, I'm so glad you had this. I haven't been able to breathe for a year." I was like, "What the fuck?"
A whole
like,
year? Wow.
I was like, "Jordan, no." I was like, "What?" She's like, "Yeah, it's been a year. Mine's been out."
That's why you get refills, Jordan. Oh my gosh. Ooh.
I'm sorry. Yeah.
When he had bronchitis, he took my inhalers too. I'm like, yeah, I don't need those or anything. He needed them more than I did because he sounded like he was gonna die. Legit.
Poor man. Men cannot take too much of anything.
Girl. I promise you, our first year of marriage was so rough because he had 4 surgeries and I had the one, and he is the biggest fucking baby.
Oh my God.
Like, we legit, I think we almost got a divorce. Cause it was that bad. And like the third surgery, he told the doctor, he's like, "Listen, I almost fucked up my marriage last time. I need something a little stronger." And I'm just like, please give him some drugs, because if you don't, we'll be divorced by the end of the month. Please.
Oh my
When he's
gosh.
sick is the absolute worst. Like, when he's sick, I'm instantly pissed the fuck off. Cause it's, "Boo, I don't feel good. Boo, I can't breathe." And then I'm telling him what to do, what to take. "Oh, I don't want to take that." Then you want to be fucking sick.
Exactly.
I told him flat out, "I don't have the time to baby you." I said, "The time or the patience to baby you. I pushed a 6-pound, 6-ounce, 20-inch child out of my vagina with any meds. Grow up."
And it was not you.
I'm scared to have his babies because I'm afraid they're gonna have big heads.
I was gonna say that, like, you gonna need, hey doc, throw in some extra stitches, man.
Man, I need some snapback. Snapback in a bottle, for real. Like, my vagina will never be the same.
It will. It'll go back. It'll definitely. I'm trying to send you good vibes that it'll definitely go back.
Send me good vibes. Pray that once I have this man's children, that my vagina does not remain a black hole. Anyway.
Speaking of black holes,
Woo! It's time for our favorite segment, Sip and Solve. Grab your shakers and glasses because we're about to mix up a drink that perfectly complements today's mysteries, dark twists, and turns. Yes. Today's featured cocktail is the Dirty Horse Bathwater, courtesy of bar1drinks.com. Here's how you can concoct this intriguing libation. 3/4 ounces of Smirnoff vodka, or any vodka of your choice. 1/4 ounce of apple pucker, 1 teaspoon of powdered lemonade mix. You fill a cocktail shaker with ice, add your ingredients and give it a good shake, and strain into a glass and enjoy.
Yummy.
Dirty horse bathwater. How convenient.
I'm trying to think of some whores that I know. Well, they don't smell like this. I'm just wondering. I want to know the backstory to this drink.
I'm curious, but I think if we knew that, I wouldn't want it.
I'm gonna find out because I need to.
But yeah. Oh, and that's just a shot.
So a shot of dirty whore.
We going to hell. We going to hell. We
didn't name any whores.
I'm naming them in my head right now, and I'm just like, damn, I know a lot of whores.
Well, Lance.
Well, sometimes, you be out here for the streets. You just for the streets.
Good shit. I'm on one today.
All right. So the investigation initially struggled due to lack of physical evidence. There were no fingerprints or witnesses, and the murder weapon was never found. However, Dionne's chaotic relationship with Lance and her inconsistent alibi made her a prime suspect. You think? The breakthrough came when DNA evidence linked her to the crime scene. Despite her claims of innocence, the evidence was damning. The trial that followed in 2001 was a media sensation. Prosecutors painted Dionne as a jealous lover who killed Lance in a fit of rage. The defense argued that the evidence was circumstantial and that there were other potential suspects. Nevertheless, Dionne was convicted of murder and sentenced to life in prison. The conviction was overturned in 2003 due to inadmissible testimony, leading to a second trial that ended in a deadlock. Facing the uncertainty of a third trial, Dionne accepted a plea deal for voluntary manslaughter, receiving a 10-year prison sentence. Dionne's imprisonment did not mark the end of her story. Her case continued to capture public interest, featuring in true crime news shows like Snapped in the 2007 book Redbone, Money, Malice, and Murder in Atlanta. By Ron Studgill. She was released in July 2011 and is now serving a 10-year probationary period. Her story serves as a reminder of the devastating consequences of unchecked jealousy and rage. Dionne's release in 2011 marked the beginning of a new chapter, yet the impact of her actions continues to haunt the families involved. I'm happy that she is out and hopefully she is doing well, said a relative who asked not to be identified. This relative, no longer in contact with Dionne, was unable to escape the sensational unfolding of the case from Herndon's death in 1996 to the release of the true crime book in 2007, detailing Dionne's trial from murder conviction to guilty plea. I heard about the book, but I couldn't read it, the relative said. It was too painful. As we reach the end of this chilling episode of Murder and Cocktails, we've delved into the tragic and complex story of Dionne Baugh and the murder of Lance Herndon. This tale serves as a sobering reminder of how unchecked passion and jealousy can lead to devastating consequences, forever altering the lives of everyone involved. As we reflect on this case, we remember the vibrant life of Lance Herndon and the immense potential he had, tragically cut short by a brutal act of violence. We also consider Dionne's journey, from her ambitions and successes to her eventual downfall and release. Your enthusiasm for true crime and mixology makes each episode truly special. Before we wrap up, be sure to follow us on social media for updates and join the conversation using the hashtag #MurderandCocktails. Stay tuned for our latest concoctions of crime stories and cocktails. And of course, share the love by leaving a review. Your feedback keeps our spirits high and the stories flowing. Remember to visit our website, truecrimemeetsmixology.com, for the week's cocktail recipe dirty whore's bathwater, inspired by today's episode, and to check out our favorite things. Until next time, stay curious, stay safe, and keep those glasses full. Cheers to the mysteries that keep us coming back for more.
Ooh, that show was good. I can't wait for the next one to come out. Binging on the podcast. Hope true crime never run out. What's gonna happen in the next episode? Nobody don't know. On this suspense, this get intense. No turning back now. I'm all in. True crime, we online. Tune in, it's about to go down. True crime, based on real life events. Every story has two